Coach, just through 4 weeks, your assessment of the offense and how things have played out so far?
Yeah, I mean, we have a long ways to go. I mean, I think haven't clicked on all cylinders yet, and really when you look at that tape, I mean, we kind of take turns of making mistakes here and there. So last week, I thought we did a better job on some stuff that we'd preach. I mean, we didn't go 3 and out until the worst time of the game to go 3 and out. Part of that was my fault. I called a bad play on first down and got us behind the chains. But I thought for the most part, the whole entire game, we put drives together. We were able to move the football pretty consistently. But then again, against a good team, I mean, you got to kick. You can't kick that many field goals. You got to score touchdowns when we get down there in the red area. And so we're getting there, but we got a long ways to go. You can see kind of when we play better competition, our techniques, flaws come out. I think up front we got to do a better job protecting Cam. He's kind of running for his life at times back there. And so slowly but surely we're getting better, but not even close to where we want to be.
Is the next step maybe kind of getting the pass game a little more vertical? We haven't seen a ton of that yet.
Yeah, and just like I said, just now is you got to be able to protect to get the ball down the field. And so that's one issue that we've had. We've had some stuff that was open down the field, and we can't get to our second read, because we're getting pressure in our face. So, yeah, that's something that we would like to stretch the field a little bit better and it not be a gimmicky play when we do stretch the field, where we're having to, run a flea flicker or a fake check with me play on the sideline so we can get something vertical. So, yeah, hopefully, we can stretch the field this week and then for the weeks coming up.
Obviously, you guys get Robert Farrell back over the last couple weeks. Just what has he kind of brought to the offense, and is he basically the same guy you saw in Incarnate Word, or is there something different about him now?
Yeah, he's just not in shape yet, so I've been on him the last couple weeks. Just he hasn't played football or ran around, for 3 or 4 months, and so just him working to get back into shape and for his volume to go up as far as rep counts during the course of the game. But super tough, competitive kid. I think him and Cam have great chemistry, which you've seen already. They can kind of step in. They've thrown a ton of balls to each other in the past. But yeah, so it's going to give us a little bit of variety to mix some guys around. We're going to move Lincoln outside a little bit to maybe try to stretch the field a little bit and get a quicker guy on the outside and let him and Nardi and Rob all be on the same field on the field at the same time.
How have you like Cam's development? Wherever you seen him maybe click a little bit more from week 1 to now?
Yeah, I think he's been good. The one thing we're harping on is the turnovers. I mean, we got to take the turnovers away, and I think this is 4 straight weeks where we haven't been able to win the turnover battle. And the last 3 weeks, it's been us at the quarterback position that's been making those turnovers, and so got to protect the football better. He knows that, but yeah, I mean, I think that these last couple of weeks, I mean, he's made some great plays on some 3rd and 4th downs where he's got out of the pocket and had a little magic to him outside of there, flipping the ball to Nakia and finding the key in some weird spots. And so that's part of his game. It always will be, but he's got to do a better job protecting the ball consistently.
And what's kind of the emphasis right now with the run game? What are you seeing that might help you guys get moving a little bit more on that front?
We just got to win our one-on-one blocks up front. I mean, Oregon gave us some great blocks. They were playing too high a ton, and when they play too high, we should have the numbers to match up with them, both in 11 personnel and 10 personnel, and we're just getting beat at the point of attack. And so that's been the big emphasis is for us to win our one-on-one battles inside and be able to sustain blocks and get some vertical push in the run game. And so yeah, we want to establish it. Last week I thought it was really poor as far as us going out and we kept trying because we had light boxes and they kept stopping us because they were winning their one-on-one matchups. And so yeah, technique's got to get better and we got to win our one-on-one matchups.
Is there an area overall offensively that you think you guys are more ahead of schedule or that it seems more smooth than any other? And then there is another one that you maybe feel a little bit behind schedule on?
Yeah, no, I think, like I said before, I mean, the one thing that's been frustrating about this group when you turn the tape on is a bunch of times we're playing with 9 or 10 guys, and it's one guy making a mistake, and the whole team and the whole offense is paying for it in that regard. So we got to be better at just being more consistent and every guy on the field, all 11, doing their job and being able to make routine plays. And I think once the routine plays happen, we put drives together and we end up moving the football pretty good. But as soon as 1 or 2 guys have any kind of mental bust or technique bust, it doesn't look near as good out there.
And Coach, when you look at some of these offensive drives, there'll be times where it looks like the offense is going at warp speed, and then the next second it's really slowed down. Is that by design or something that the defenses are showing you there?
No, we like to play with tempo, but then there's times, and people know we like to play with tempo. So whenever we go and change our personnel grouping, they make it a point to go really slow, to sub their guys in extremely slow, just to keep us from going fast. And so, we like to play multiple personnel groupings and add tight ends and 10 personnel and 12 personnel, mix that up. And then once we get successful plays, it's something that we like to use is tempo out of all those sets. And so I think it's more the defense trying to keep us off guard and not allowing us to go fast when we do switch personnel groupings.
Is that something you see common when, in college football
people,
in general?
Yeah, and people have done it for us for years. We're really good when we go fast and have been able to throw some unique formations at people, and which is hard for them to defend. And so once we do, I think they try to take advantage of it the other way and really try to slow us down.
When you see the passing game over the last couple of weeks, what have you liked most from it? And it seems like would you say it's starting to click a little bit more between, chemistry with the quarterback receiver? Just what have you seen from that area of the game?
Yeah, I think so. I think Cam settled down. I think the first game or two he was pressing a little bit and, trying to come out and show that he's this superstar and not just settling and taking what the defense gives him and going through his reads and his progression. And so I think it's more him settling in, and I think, too, just naturally as these kids play more and more together, on Saturdays that they become more comfortable with one another. And so, it's been good to see, Strib kind of step up or Narbell step up and Farrell step up in those roles. And I think Nakia and Jaden Jenkins have done a nice job at kind of being those guys that Cam feels comfortable with. And I think he's a guy, once he's comfortable with you, that, he'll look your way a little bit more.